Okay, so this is today's lesson, simplifying algebraic expressions. And simplifying expressions. An expression is a math sentence that does not have an equal sign. For example, 3x plus 7 subtract 4x subtract 2. So remember, we evaluate expressions. We solve equations. So I like that. We evaluate the expressions. We solve equations. Remember, equations is when you have the equal sign in there. So simplifying expressions again. Each part of an expression is called a term. In the expression 3x plus 7 subtract 4x subtract 2, the terms are 3x, 7, negative 4x, and negative 2. Notice that the sign in front of each term goes with that term. So if we simplify them, terms that have identical variable parts are like terms. In the expression 3x plus 7 subtract 4x subtract 2, 3x and negative 4x are like terms, and 7 and negative 2 are like terms. We can combine the like terms. So the coefficient of a term is the number part of the term. In the expression 3x plus 7 subtract 4x subtract 2, the coefficients are 3 from 3x and negative 4 from negative 4x. So they're the numbers that are getting multiplied by a variable. If a variable has no number in front of it, the coefficient is 1. So if you just had x, its coefficient would be 1. Simplifying expressions. A term that has a number but no variable is a constant term. In the expression 3x plus 7 subtract 4x subtract 2, the constants are 7 and negative 2. They just don't change. They're going to be 7 and they're going to be negative 2. Your turn. Identify the coefficients, constant terms, and like terms. So if I have on number 1, a subtract 5 plus 4a, 7, and then on 2, 7 subtract 2b plus b subtract 8, and 3, negative 3c plus 2 plus 6c plus 5. So in the first one, the coefficients are 4 and 1, remember, because the a has 1. And then the like terms are a and 4a. In 2, the coefficients would be negative 2 and 1. And then the constant terms would be 7 and negative 8. And then negative 2b and b are my like terms. And the next one, negative 3 and 6 are my coefficients. 2 and 5 are my constant terms. They don't change. And 3c and 6c, 2 and 5 are all the like terms. So combining like terms. We can only add or subtract terms that are alike. 2x plus 2 cannot be added because 2x and 2 are not like terms. Like terms have identical variable parts and identical exponents. Combining like terms. Example, 11x plus 1 subtract 4x. So what can I combine there? I can combine the 11x and the negative 4x, so we combine them, and then we end up rewrite the simplified expression. 7x, because I combine the 11x, subtract 4x, which is 7x, plus 1. Combining like terms again. 12m plus 9 subtract 2m subtract 16. So I can combine the two m's, 12m and negative 2m, and then I can combine my constants, 9 and negative 16. So 12m subtract 2m is 10m, 9 subtract 16 is negative 7. So I can rewrite the expression to be 10m subtract 7. Your turn. Simplify each expression. So let's look at the first one. 10k plus 6km plus 5k. So I can combine my two k's together, the 10 and the 5, which would be 15k. The 6km doesn't combine with those, so it will just stay the same. Number 2, 8g subtract 9g will just be negative g plus 2. Number 3, I have 3 different y's there, so it's just 3y. And number 4, 4a, I can combine my a's, so 4a plus 5a is 9a, And then I can combine my b's. 7b plus 11, or 4b is 11b. So it'd be 9a plus, that should be 11, not 12b. And the next one, I can't combine any a's, I can't combine any b's, but I can combine my 8. So I have 8 and then negative 8, which would be 0. So my answer should be negative 6a plus 2b. Then let's talk again about the distributive property. Sometimes you need to just use distributive property to simplify the expression before you combine like terms. So we have 2 and then in parentheses y, subtract 4 plus 5y. So I need to distribute first. So I have 2 times y, subtract 2 times 4 because I'm giving that 2 to both of those in the parentheses plus 5y. So then that equals 2y, subtract 8 plus 5y. Now I can combine my like terms. So the 2y and the 5y are 7y, subtract 8. And let's look at this one, 5 and then n plus 2r plus 3n. So if I go 5 times n plus 5 times 2r, because I'm giving that 5 to both of those in the parentheses, plus the 3n is 5n plus 10r plus 3n. So now I can combine those two n's, which would be 8n, and then I have the 10r. So 8n plus 10r. Okay, your turn. Simplify the expression. So I have 4 and then 2n plus 10. So I need to give that 4 to both of those. So it's going to be 4 times 2, which is 8n, and 4 times 10, which is 40. And on the next one, I need to give the 2 to the 15xy and 8x. So it's going to be 30xy plus 16x. And the next one, I need to give the negative 2 to the c and the 10. So that would be negative 2c, and then subtract 20, because negative 2 times 10 would be subtract 20, plus 4c plus 22. So then I can combine them, and I end up with 2c plus 2. And my last one, I need to distribute the 3 into the 2b plus 5m, so that would be 6b plus 15m. And then I also have to subtract the distribute the negative 2 into the 3v and 2m. So that would be negative 6v, and then negative 2 times negative 2m would be positive 2m. So then I can combine my numbers together, and it's going to be 19m. And that is the end of our lesson for today. So go ahead and work on your Go Formative assignment. There are videos that will go along and help you on those as well if you need help. Thanks.